Today, 21st of May, year 2024. We talk about to walk into meditation. Continue. You should not think that this is the end of pleasure. Having come to discern Nama and Rupa. Through observation like that, you should observe every pleasure in just this way, carefully and thoroughly. A person reads ascendance from the beginning to the end. If you read without paying attention, you will not know anything. If you read paying attention on the first reading, you will know the meaning of the sentence as a whole. The next time you read it attentively, your understanding will increase. You will know the small words you missed when you read carefully. Your understanding will increase. When you read it another time thoroughly, you will understand more completely. There is a difference between what is the known on the first reading of a sentence and what is the known on the another readings. But the sentence is just the same. Another way to express this is if you look at a big line of ants from a distance, at which it is visible, you can see there is movement, but you don't know yet what type of animal it is. Going a bit closer, you can see that there are 2 or 3 ants moving together. You see the ants in clumps. If you come close, you can see individual ants moving one by one. The scenes the beings observed is just the same, but what is seen changes according to whether the viewer is standing close or far away. You should understand these analogies. Some people think that it is enough to know just once in this way. When the observing, rising, falling, lifting, moving, and closing, pleasing. That is not true. Just as it is necessary to pay attention and read a sentence once, twice, or several times, so too it's necessary to pay special attention in just this way on the horizon of every subsequent pleasing. Only then you come to know clearly and distinctly. When observation is happening most of the time and distinct of viriya, sati, and samadhi, built up to another level. You are sure to know the interrelation of the series of intentions to place, the mental cause and the pleasure that occurs in a series, the physical result. You come to know by yourself that at the moment of the pleasure, the intention is mental cause, pleasure is the physical effect. Sometimes pleasure doesn't arise if the intention to please stops. The pleasure doesn't occur, and the foot just remains in the mid-air. If the intention arises, then the pleasure resumes at once because of the mind. That can happen. For this the reason, it is said, in the moment of pleasure, what pleases is the resultant rupa. Intention is causal nama. A creation, it's the not. What happens is cause and result. Uh, Repeat it after me. No? This descendant. In the moment of pleasure, in the moment of pleasure, what pleases is a resultant rupa. What pleases is a resultant rupa. Intention is causal nama. Intention is causal nama. A creation, it is not. Creation, it's not. What happens is cause and result. What happens is cause and result. If you understand that the pleasure happens due to a cause, the belief that things happen without a cause, ahetuka deity, simply falls away. The physical pleasure only occurs due to a series of intention to please. The lifting and the movement do not happen. This the physical action is the only thing that happens due to this consciousness. If you know that each cause gives the rise to its specific result, the view called Vipassanā hetuka deity falls away. There is no more uncertainty. When cause the effect appears, observe Descend, remove uncertainty. This is very obvious. Use the master observe with certainty, respectful care, and thoroughly in order to know this sort of thing personally. How to observe the standing? During the walking meditation, you has the force responsibility to always make sure every step lifting, moving, and pleasing are noted so that there is never any estimation or the wondering where the noting mind is. If you have missed, you should know immediately that sati was the missing. If you always pays attention, you will know what you got in time, as well as what was missed. That is a special quality that the organs and the people who's the pay special attention. At the end of the walking path, when you have come to a stop, you should focus on the standing and observe it. There is no need to deliberately note the intention to stop. There is no need deliberately note the intention to stop. You simply needs to pay special attention to the lifting, moving, and placing, so as not to miss. If you reaches the place to stop, note standing, standing. The two legs support from the below, and the upper body is upright and stiff. That is called standing. Your observation should encompass the whole of the body, because the standing the posture involves the entire body. The books say to observe starting from the feet and the going or the way to the top. But these days, there is also the practice of instant vision, with the mind starting from the top and going down to the stationary feet. But no matter what, if you can observe effectively at that moment, applying mental energy and the aim to know the object, that is the evident. When it appears, the task is accomplished. When doing walking meditation, you need to keep your head, rather the back of the neck, upright. You should not hold the head down. just as the head should not be held down in the walking. There is no need to hold the head down instead sitting either. If the head is bent over, the bones of the spine and neck do not fit together properly. At that place where the spine is bent, the bones rub against each other. From this rubbing, discomfort or Vedana rises. Painful feeling, Vedana rises quickly if you sit with a bent neck. If you walk with the bent neck and the bowed head, Vedana can appear very quickly. This kind of Vedana cannot be overcome by noting it. The reason is that it is not Vedana, connected with Dhamma. Vedana that arises due to poor posture doesn't go away, even with quite a lot of observation. Therefore, whatever posture you are in, whether sitting, standing, or still walking, you need to hold the head and neck upright. You should focus carefully on standing, keeping the neck straight. Due to the series of mental intentions to stand, the whole body remains upright. The body becomes straight and stiff. When air enters the body through the air's vessels, due to that consciousness, it remains stiff and upright. That is called standing. The intention to stand is the mental. The standing is physical. The intention to stand is nama. The standing is the rupa. Nama and the rupa are coming in a pair. If you observe with the present method of Vipassanā, at the moment of lifting, moving, and placing, with full mental energy, applying effort and aiming, you are sure to come to know vividly and clearly the mental physical qualities apparent at the moment of standing as well. The moment standing happens, observe it steadfastly with energy and aiming. The moment of standing happens, observe it steadfastly with energy and aiming. In order to get bit of sati to stick on the physical act of standing. There must be ardently propelled energy plus the aiming and directing the observing mind towards standing so that it goes straight to it. That is yogi's duty. You should observe mentally, leveling, standing. If mental energy and accurate aim are both present, unwholesome consciousness leads by laziness, which is not interested in observing standing, no longer appears. This the reward emerges immediately. As long as you observe with mental energy and aim, the fresh, new, active, and quick mind will keep on occurring. That is wholesome consciousness, kusala. That is the meditative or the bhavana mind. Sati will come to stick on the object of standing. The mind will come to be planted firmly on it. Viriya defends the mind from slack laziness. Sati guards and blockades the mind so that defilements cannot enter the stream of consciousness. The mind is the calm. The next moment of the consciousness penetrates the object. If sati arises, later on samadhi follows. If sati arises, later on samadhi follows. Due to samadhi, the mind no longer goes to objects of sensual pleasures. There is no longer any scattered mind. Considering them one by one. There is not a single mental defilement there. Just a pure, clean consciousness rises. Next, if the quality of absorption is the present, due to directing the mind straight to the object, the factors that the oppose nodding, dozing, sloth and torpor, or tinameda appear. The ardent energy of the viriya, which can overcome them, is also present. On the one hand, if the focused jhanic quality of vittaka is also present, sluggish, laziness, has the not the more chance to arise. This the quality of sluggish laziness is what gives the yogis the most trouble at the start of practice. It makes them do things sluggishly or half-heartedly. When observing the standing posture, the notice becomes effective. It is as though the mind rubs against the object. This is again jhanic factor. Vichara is sure to arrive later on. Rubbing against the object means that the mind that becomes definite about what the object is. There is no more doubt. Therefore, another factor that hinders the pure, wholesome Dhamma no longer arise. Further, the mind becomes active and nimble due to the presence of Vidaka and Vichara. Thus, if one has to consider these the moments of consciousness, and each the group of consciousness, neither lobha nor the dosa are present. The mind is the pure. If observation becomes steadfast to the extent that observation is the complete, that is, to the extent you observed carefully, applying the mental energy and the aiming. In the 1 second, there is the one group of pure, clean consciousness. The next second, another group, and so on. Until many seconds of purity have accumulated. If calculated individually, once the moment has no strength at all. But when small, weak things of the same nature are joined, one after another, and if there has come to be many of them, energy arises. That is the call bhavana, mental development. These the moments of energy must be collected. That cannot be done carelessly. If people who do not value the practice do it carelessly, knowledge doesn't arise because they cannot gain samadhi even after a long time. If a person has practiced with respectful care, taking it seriously, she should not be concerned about the discerning nama instead rupa. When you observe the standings, the posture, the mind is the pure and clean, therefore very valuable. When there is enough purity, you will come to discern nama instead rupa. After that, you will naturally come to discern cause and effect also. This doesn't mean no one's due to deliberate reflection. You come to know spontaneously at once. There must be the practice of repeatedly observing this standing kaya as and when it is standing. You must practice again and again. You must exercise. If you practice a lot, you will surely become able to observe this standing continuously without a break. That too is the core nupasi, possessing the ability to observe. There is the application of ardent energy so that sati reaches the standing. As soon as it appears and sticks there, sati occurs and sticks to the object. If sati occurs, samadhi also occurs. That is what makes up of Vipassanā. If these components are not fully developed, Vipassanā will not occur when noting the standing. If you practice but does not establish it, observation will not develop from the existing exercise into a habit. Thus, use the master practice. Only with the practice, yogi will gain the habit. Having gained the habit, yogi is sure to come to know the mental and the physical dhammas present at the moment of standing. When viriya, sati, and samadhi are developed. Yogis that come to know physical dhamma, rupa, due to through focused observation during standing. You can also see the mental dhamma of the intention to stand upright. You also come to know the study, standing body. At the moment of standing, intention to stand is mental nama. While the standing is the physical rupa. When you have discerned these two things with this understanding, it becomes clear that there is not self or soul, atta. What is there is just nama and rupa. You know what is as it is. You know what the occurs as it occurs. The false view of self identity simply falls away if the stage by stage mental intention to stand and the stage by stage physical standing become clear due to applying mental energy and then looking. Sagaya deity, the mistaken view regarding mental and physical dharma that really exists falls away. As for complete removal, Sagaya deity is the only remover completely at the stage of becoming a streamed one, Sotapanna. At the present, it has fallen away by means of knowing what exists as it is. This removal of Atta deity occurs through clarity of the vision due to looking at the moment of standing, not through acceptance of the nama and the rupa due to thinking about it. You are also sure to gain this benefit. Because of observing with this method, you come to know cause and effect naturally. If mind and samatha, nama and rupa are ardently appearing distantly, and the strength of viriya, sati, and samadhi increases to another level due to each the moment of observation being connected to the next, because there is a series of intentions to stand. The stiff, steady body continues to stand. If that consciousness were not there, the body would just soften, drop, and fall over. But now it is held up by the mind because there is the intention to support the body. The body stands upright. The intention to stand is mental cause. The standing is physical result. Being stiff and steady is the resultant Dhamma. You come to distinguish cause and effect. You know if you know the ways results occur due to causes. It becomes clear that at the moment of standing, stiff, steady, upright body doesn't happen without a cause. And when it happens due to a cause, the stiff, steady standing body occurs due to a series of intentions to stand. Other causes are not relevant. It was not created by a creator. The intention to stand created it. To be explicit, intention is the creator. Simply by knowing the cause, you become free of Visama Hetuka deity, which makes a cause from that which is not the cause. How good this is. When you clearly know the way in which cause and effect occur, one pair after another, the uncertainties over whether or not these are creations forced away. The mind that becomes clear. This knowledge is the gain. Okay, today we stop our Dhamma talk here. So, by practicing Vipassanā meditation, may all the yogis be liberated from all the suffering. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.